Hello, welcome to our summer session of Pilates. So just a few exercises to keep you going over the summer. We're going to start in standing and then come down into lying. So just make sure you've got space to pop your arms out, move around once you're on the floor. Okay, so let's start. So we'll bring our feet so they're hip width apart, toes and heels in a straight line, and start to forget about everything. Hopefully it's nice and quiet, and just start to rock forwards and backwards, thinking about the shift in weight as you're doing that, the pressure through your feet. Rolling forwards, you can start to lift your heels. You can probably hear my ankle click then. Lifting your heels as you come back, pause for a moment, give your toes a wriggle, coming forward. And then you're going to come back to rest and think about, take a moment to pause, ground your feet to the floor. Think about the weight through your big toe, little toe and your heel. Just think about that pressure. Make sure you're even as well from side to side. Nice and balanced through the feet. Coming then up to the knees, just soften your knees, just take them off lock, not flicking the knees back, they're just nice and soft. Hands then on your pelvis, and let's think about our low back. So you're going to tilt your pelvis forward and then tuck your tailbone under. So breathing out as you tilt forward, breathing in as you tuck under. Just working through the movement in your low back. You probably find one way is easier than the other. I can go forward quite freely. Coming back feels a little bit stiffer. So just working through that range. Don't push into pain. You can ease into stiffness but not into pain. And then come back into your neutral position. So find and hold that mid position. You're not forward, you're not completely tucked under, you're just comfortably in your middle position, the neutral position. Keep your shoulders relaxed. You're then going to bring your hands up onto your ribs. You can close your eyes if you want to. You're then taking a breath in. Feel your ribs opening, breathing out. Close your ribs back down. Again, take a breath in. Open out, breathing out. Close your ribs back down. Just slowing your breathing down. Taking a few moments. Good, we'll do one more breath in. Breathing out as the ribs close back down. Hands then come down by your side and you're going to roll through your shoulders. So nice big circles. And again, you might hear some clicks and clunks, which is fine as long as it's not painful. So just rolling round. And then let's come in the opposite direction. Always feels a lot more awkward. Open out between the shoulder blades. Nice big circles. And then you're dropping your shoulders down. Keep your neutral position, open out across your chest. So gently draw your shoulder blades together. You're then looking forward and reaching the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. So creating that lovely length through your spine. So keep that nice tall posture. You're then going to take a breath in. Breathing out, connect through your pelvic floor and your low tummy. So you're setting those center muscles. Again, you can shut your eyes, pelvic floor's lifting, low tummy's drawing in. And you're just breathing gently. Take a few moments. Pelvic floor's lifting, low tummy's just working gently. And once you're happy you've got that on, scan your body again. So think back to your feet, knees are still soft, neutral spine position. Dropping your shoulders down, nice and open, chin level to the floor, but you're still thinking nice and tall. Pelvic floor, low tummy working in the background. And then let's come into some double arm lifts. So taking a breath in, breathing out, you're lifting both arms up in front of you, open out to the side as you bring your arms back down. Breathing out as you lift up, breathing in as you come back down. Now remember, first of all, you want to watch your shoulders. So as you lift your arms, your shoulders actually drop down. So we don't want our shoulders up here, lifting from here. We want our shoulders dropping down as you lift your arms up. And as you bring your arms back down, think about drawing your shoulder blades down towards your waist. So you're breathing out as you lift up, breathing in as you come back in. And of course you can add in your heel raises, lifting up, lowering back down. You can do one if you can't do two. Stay nicely balanced as you swap to the opposite side. Of course, lifting both. Good, let's come into our last one. Breathing out as you lift up right onto those big toes and coming back down. Lovely. Let's come into some arm circles. So arms out in front of you. Drop your shoulders down. You're still in your neutral position. Take a breath in. Breathing out, lift your hand up. Watch your hand as you open your chest out, sweeping back behind you and round to the start position. Opposite arm, lifting up, opening out, circling round and coming back in. Breathing out as you lift up, breathing in as you circle back round. Opening out through the shoulders, mobilising your upper back. You can really reach if that feels comfortable. If not, keep the arm a little bit softer and work within the range that's right for you. You're watching your hand though, and your spine will follow. Okay, last one on each side. Hips are rotating. Good, and come back to the centre. Okay, bring your arms down. Let's come into our side bend. So feet are wider, open your hips out, turn your toes out to the corners of the room, neutral spine position, think nice and tall. Take a breath in, breathing out, you're reaching up. So lengthen up through the waist first of all, then you're going to lean over. Let the underneath arm hang, take a breath in, use your centre as you come up, connect the shoulder back down, opposite side, reaching up through the waist. Then again, you're leaning over, hang into your side bend, and then use your centre as you come up, drop the shoulder back down. One more to each side, reaching up, then again, come over, hang into that stretch. Can you go any further? Scooping up through the centre, drop the shoulder down, and last one. Coming over, engaging through the centre and drop the arm back down. Good, walk your feet back into the middle and let's come into our roll down. So back into your rest position, knees are soft, open out across your chest, neutral spine position, think tall. Take a breath in, breathing out, you're dropping your chin towards your chest, your arms are heavy in front of you. As you take your time, and roll down bone by bone, lift your hips up, let the head hang, let your arms hang, rolling down. Once you get to the bottom, if you want more room, you can hold your elbows, breathing gently. Then again, take a breath in, breathing out, start to restack the spine, tuck the tailbone under, shoulders drop down. Rolling back up and coming back up into standing. Take a breath in, breathing out again, roll back down. And again, reach the ribs back behind you, bone by bone, curving down. Working into any stiffness. Coming down as low as feels comfortable for you. Keep lifting your hips up, let your head hang, let your arms hang. And breathe. Take a breath in and again tuck the tailbone under, dropping the shoulders down as you roll back up and come back up into standing. Last one, breathing in and breathing out again, rolling back down, Arms are heavy in front of you, keep curling back behind you. And rolling down. Again, just hanging there. Then from there you can bend your knees and you're going to come down onto your mat. So you want your normal head cushions and you're coming down onto your back. Pillows under your head. I don't like using one, so pillows under your head. And then come into your rest position. So feet of course are hip width apart, knees up above your hips. Do a couple of tilts with your pelvis and then come to rest in your neutral position. Hands down by your side, drop your shoulder blades down onto the floor and lengthen through the back of the neck. So that lovely long, tall posture, even though you're lying down. Then you're going to take a breath in, breathing out. And then again, you want to set your centre. So pelvic floor lifts, low tummy draws in. And then just take a moment, just breathing gently. Pelvic floor, low tummy is connected. Scan your body, think back to your feet. Make sure you're not gripping with the backs of your legs. You're comfortably in your neutral position. Arms are heavy. Face and neck muscles relaxed. Centre still working in the background. And then let's come on to our hip twist one. So take a breath in, breathing out, letting your left knee fall out to the side. Breathe in as you bring that knee back in. The knee comes back above your hip. Breathing out as the right knee falls out. Breathing in as the knee comes back in. Keep the pelvis stable. Breathing out as the knee falls out. Breathing in as you bring the knee back in. Foot's flat on the floor. Opposite knee goes out. Just taking your time. You're making sure your pelvis is staying nice and stable. As you're moving your left leg, your right knee is staying balanced. It's staying stable. Breathing in and you come back in. Keep the left knee still. Right knee falls out to the side. Breathing in as the knee comes back in. Let's add in a chest opening. So lifting the arms up, shoulders still plugged down onto the floor, palms down towards your knees. Breathing out as the knee comes out, push your arms down to the floor. You're then rotating the arms back. Rotate and reach back up. Pause for a breath in. Breathing out, opposite knee falls out. Press the arms down, open the chest out. Rotating and then reach back up. So again, alternating. Not forcing the movement with your arms, just going as far as you can. You might feel it stretching through the front of the chest. Last one. Finishing with your knee back up above your hips, lifting your arms and then place them down by your sides. Just think about your shoulder posture. Let's come into our scissors. So you're in your neutral spine position. Take a breath in. Breathing out, centre's connected. You're folding your left leg up into your tabletop. Pause for a breath in. Breathing out, place that foot back down. Keep your centre connected. Low back stays stable. And you fold the opposite leg in. Pause for a breath in. And breathing out, coming back down. That little walking on the spot. Just taking your time. Neutral spine position, pelvic floor, tummy connected. Not arching the back. And then remember, as you swap from side to side, you're keeping nice and stable, not shifting. Then if you want to, you can come into double tabletops. You lift one leg, a little bit more work through the low tummy. Second leg folds up. Pause for a breath in. Breathing out, lower one leg down. And then the opposite leg. Lead with the opposite leg first, centre connects. Lift your second leg. Again, pause for a breath in and then lowering down one at a time. Just take your time. You shouldn't feel this in your low back. You're keeping in your neutral position. So you're not straining to lift your second leg. It should just float up. And then if you can stay there if you want to. You could come into scissors 3, single tabletop. Pause for a breath in. Breathing out, swap your legs over, pause, and then swap. Pause, and then swap. So you can breathe out, breathe in, or you can have a longer pause for your breath if you need to. This is all about the tummy, so you shouldn't feel this in your back. You just want to feel your tummy muscles working, whether you're doing scissors 3, scissors 2, or scissors 1. Okay, last one. Remember, if you're in your double tabletop, lower one leg down, then the opposite leg, not two together. Let's give your knees a quick hug towards you. Have a little circle round, stretch through the back. Okay, let's go on to shoulder bridge. So if you've got a pillow under your head, take that out. Bring your heels a little bit nearer towards your bottom. If you need something between your knees, then you can pop a folded towel or a pillow between your knees. Remember, you're holding it, not squeezing it. Hands down by your side. Neutral spine position, of course. Take a breath in. Breathing out, you're tucking your tailbone under. Start to peel the spine up. Lifting your hips up. Send your knees away. Hold for a breath in. Breathing out again, place that spine bone by bone back down through the bottom of your ribs, all the way back into your neutral spine position, and then release the pelvis. Take a breath in, breathing out again, tuck back under, scooping up through the glutes, use your pelvic floor, tummy muscles, lifting your hips up, reach your knees away, hold for a breath in. Breathing out again, rolling back down, bone by bone, back through the bottom of your ribs and back into your neutral position. Just take your time. Glutes are working, tummy muscles are connecting, but you're thinking about the mobility through your spine. Keeping lengthened through the spine. You might find your head ends up here, but keep lengthened through the top of the head towards the wall. And then you can stay with this if you want to, or we can start to add in some heel and leg lifts to work your bottom muscles, your glutes a little bit harder. So this time, as you roll back up into your bridge, you're lifting your hips up. You can peel one heel up, lower down, keep your pelvis nice and level, lift the opposite heel, lower back down. You can then roll back down if you want to. Or you can stay up for a few reps if that feels comfortable for you. If you want to make it even harder, lift one heel and then float the leg up into the tabletop, pause for a breath in, place the foot back down, lower the heel down. Lift your opposite heel, come up into your tabletop, holding there. Again, place your foot back down, lower your heel down. You can stay lifted for a few reps if you want to, but just watch your back. You don't want to feel any tension, any pain certainly, but any tension in your back. You want this all to be about your glutes, your bottom muscles. You might not feel it's working in the glutes, but it's going to be that stabilizing leg, pelvic floor, tummy. Pelvis is staying lifted and nice and level. Of course, if you're staying up here for your heel lifts, you can, just lowering down when you feel like you need to. Let's do one more on each side and then take a breath in. Breathing out. Place each bone back down, come back down to rest. Give your knees a hug towards you, but take your knees out to the sides a little bit. This time, just if that's comfortable, open up the back of the hips. Circle around the feet. You've just been working your calf muscles, so a little stretch through those. Great. Okay, place your feet back down. Let's come into our abdo prep. So you might be all right without the pillow under your head. I've just wriggled up the mat. But you might want to place that back in, that's up to you. And then you're going to link your fingers, bring your hands behind your head. Elbows are just lifted in the edge of your vision. Of course, feet are hip width apart again. You're in your neutral spine position. Take a breath in, breathing out, connect your pelvic floor, tummy. Use your hands to bring your chin towards your chest, curl up into your abdo prep. Pause for a breath in, breathing out, reverse the curl back down. Take a breath in, breathing out again, centers connected. Use your hands to bring your chin towards your chest, curl up, hold for a breath in, breathing out, reverse the curl back down. Just take your time. Pelvic floor, low tummy staying connected. You're not pressing your low back down. You're just working through the tummy. Then from there, if you want to make your abdo prep harder, you can come into a single tabletop. Do a few on one side and then swap to the opposite side, or you can come up into a double tabletop. Super glue your knees and ankles together in the double tabletop's really nice, because then you get your inner thighs working. Those connect to your pelvic floor, so you get that added bit of extra multitasking. But again, you don't want to feel your neck working, your shoulders. This is all in your tummy. So you've got double tabletop, single tabletop, or no tabletop. Good, let's do a couple more. Good, rest the head back down. Okay, let's come into our hip just to give our waist a stretch. So arms out on the floor, palms up towards the ceiling, drop your shoulders down, pillows back under your head if that's more comfortable. Super glue your knees and ankles together. Take a breath in, breathing out, you're rolling your knees to the side. Reach your knees away, look towards your opposite hand, hold for a breath in, and then use your inner thighs, pelvic floor, draw the knees back up. Pause for a breath in, breathing out, take your knees to the opposite side, stretch away, look towards your opposite hand, hold for a breath in, and then again draw your knees back up. Just take your time, enjoy the stretch, holding for a breath in, inner thighs, pelvic floor, tummy, draw back up. If you've got space and you want to deepen the stretch a little bit, this time as you come over to the side, keep your knees glued together. You can straighten out the top leg, you just don't want your legs out here. You've got to bring the underneath leg to join that top leg. Bend the knee, draw back up, opposite side. Roll the knees to the side, look towards the opposite hand, straighten out, and then roll back up. You can also change your hand position if you want to. So bring your arms into this rugby pose position, draw the shoulders down, and again, rolling your knees to the side. Again, just to maybe deepen or change the stretch a little bit more. Let's do one more to each side. Good, come back up. Okay, let's finish with a little bit of a oblique prep. So working those side tummy muscles. So feet are hip width apart again, knees up towards the ceiling, link your fingers again, bring your hands behind your head, elbows are lifted in the edge of your vision. Take a breath in, breathing out, connect your centre. You're going to curl up into your abdo prep, and then you're rotating the ribs, the shoulders to the side, back to the centre. Rotate to the opposite side, back to the centre, and lower back down. Pause at the bottom, take a breath in, breathing out again, centres connected, curling up, rotate to the side, back to the centre, rotate to the opposite side, back to the centre, and then roll back down. Again, just watch your head should be heavy in your hands. What you're not doing is leaning to the side, you're turning the shoulders, the chest. So that's your first level. Second level, single or double tabletop. Curling up. Same thing, but just watch. You want to work hard, but you're not straining the tummy. And then next option is bicycles. So you're rotating to the left, you slide your right leg out, back to the centre, rotate to the right, left leg goes out. So you're breathing out and breathing in. Breathing out and breathing in. Good. Last couple. Well done. Draw the legs back in. Have a nice stretch. Circle the legs round. Well done.